In Ohio, an unarmed black man is attacked by a police officer's canine as he surrendered to authorities with his hands up, despite urging by an Ohio State trooper not to release the dog. CNN's Polo Sandoval joining us now with more on this, Polo. This was caught on police body cam.
And Fred, we should mention that though it was the Ohio State Highway Patrol that initiated this traffic stop, it's the actions of the Circleville, Ohio Police Department that are being called into question here, and their decision to release their canine officer as the suspect involved, as you're about to see, seemed to be in the process of surrendering himself to authorities. Now, a warning to viewers, and we cannot do it enough, this video is difficult to watch, and we'll warn you again when the footage takes that disturbing turn. The footage provided by Ohio State Highway Patrol is disturbing, but now under scrutiny after a man was mauled by a police officer's canine. July 4th, Jackson County, Ohio. A case report shows a highway patrol officer in a marked vehicle tried stopping the driver of this big rig for a missing mud flap. The man behind the wheel, later identified by authorities as 23-year-old Jadarius Rose, drives on, and a chase begins. About 20 minutes into the pursuit, the big rig is seen rolling to a stop.
Get out of the truck!
But that lasts only a few seconds. The driver continues to flee, and officers stay on him for another 8 minutes.
He took off again. We're heading northbound.
It wasn't until police used tire deflation devices
We're stopped.
that the chase came to a slow but dramatic and disturbing stop. That's a Circleville, Ohio Police Department canine unit rolling up to the scene. After repeated orders from state troopers, the driver eventually steps out of the rig, his hands in the air as requested. A patrolman is heard asking the canine to not be released. Though it's unclear if he could be heard by all officers on scene, that's when the canine is deployed.
Do not release the dog with his hands up. Do not release the dog with his hands up. Do not release the dog with his hands up. Don't get the dog off of him!
After the canine takedown, an officer approaches, then quickly walks away, her hands covering her face as Rose screams in pain. The frustration audible in the voice of another state officer.
Was that not loud enough?
After the dog is removed, officers move in to arrest Rose and administer first aid.
Shit, you just let a dog bite me.
All you had to do was come to me.
I was coming, all the guns pointing at me. How you do you expect me to respect you? You got a gun pointing at me. It's like 20 of y'all.
All you had to do was stop, brother.
I did stop.
A spokesperson for the Ohio State Highway Patrol tells CNN, as troopers were attempting to gain compliance by providing verbal commands to the suspect, the Circleville Police Department deployed their canine, which resulted in the suspect being bitten. CNN has reached out to the Circleville Police Department for comment. Police say Rose was taken to a local hospital where he was treated and released before being taken to jail. His attorney declined to comment. The NAACP, however, is releasing comment, including the head of the Columbus branch releasing a statement to CNN, really just condemning the actions of that canine officer and the handler. In a statement, you see there writing, the Columbus, Ohio NAACP is outraged at the recent video depicting the Circleville police unleashing a dog on an unarmed black man, Mr. Jadarius Rose, who had his hands up in the air and was on his knees. The officer's peers shouted for him not to unleash the dog, but apparently their shouts fell on deaf ears. For that last portion, we should mention again, we have not been able to confirm whether or not that call from the state trooper to not release the dog, if those were heard by other officers. But Fred, as you can imagine, that outrage, that these kinds of images are reminiscent of pictures from decades ago with dogs being unleashed on civil rights movement members in the 1960s.
All right, Polo Sandoval, thanks so much.